What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to try to make the interior for your Refresh series barbershop. Here it is. I don't really have much to say about it. I mean, I don't know. Look at it. Judge it with your eyeballs. But yeah, here's the build anyway. And you got a little back rooms here. Not actual back rooms, though. With that being said, either way, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so anyway, the space you need for this is, well, you don't actually need any space. All you need is your barbershop from whenever the frick we made it. I don't really remember. You want to get out the following materials to start, though, because you do need materials. Terracotta. Light gray terracotta. Bricks. Birch door. Spruce door. Stripped jungle wood. There was totally something. Oh yeah, polished blackstone slabs. That's what it would be. Ochre frog lights. Where are they? There they are. And polished blackstone bricks. You could use slabs if you wanted. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna use blocks because it just makes sense. So I would recommend having night vision on or something. You can either use a potion, or if you're cool and awesome, you can do /effect at s night_vision. Infinite, 0, true. And the infinite makes it so, well, the duration never ends. The 0 is just the amplifier, so if you had it as like 255, it'd be the most, but for night vision, it doesn't make a difference. And true just means you don't get the bubbles. You need the 0 to put true, that's why it's always there. Anyway, the first thing you want to do is you want to break your entire grass floor in here and replace it with light gray terracotta. I would advise /filling this if possible. I'm going to get rid of you for a sec so I can block pick the door, and then what was it, regular terracotta? Yeah, okay. But yeah, I will /fill it because I've got places to be, things to do. Not really, I just don't feel like spending 20 minutes filling in a floor, even though it'll take like 2. But hey, if I can save a whole 2 minutes, then I will. And I do have a /fill video. I always advertise that. I really need to find a way to like put it, like pin it on YouTube or something, if you can do that. But yeah, I'm never gonna remember to link it ever, so don't expect it. But if you want to go searching for it, feel free. It's probably in the tutorials playlist. I don't remember what I put it in, honestly. That's not really my business. I mean, it is my business. It's 100% my business. But anyway, we're gonna start from the back here. And so what you want to do if you head to the back is you want to leave a gap from the back right hand light gray terracotta. If you're on this one, you're gonna count forward by 3 and going left place 4 terracotta. Extend this end one forward by 2, then left with a spruce door, and then you'll just connect it left from there to the wall. That should be a row of 6 terracotta, and I mentioned that because the wall here actually on the left, on only the front, wants to be double layered almost entirely. If you go from the back and extend forward all the terracotta, you will leave the last 2 opened. This is so that mirrors can work better. Anyway, heading back to the spruce door here on the back wall, you'll be just to the right of it on this terracotta, in which you will extend it forward an additional 4. Then extend right one, right with a birch door, and right with a terracotta. This little room's a bathroom, this not-so-little room is the back rooms, not the actual back rooms, though. I just made that joke twice in this video already. Brilliant. Extend each terracotta up with 4 bricks. We'll just break the mirrors into the double layered wall later. I'm not really worried about that. And also place 2 bricks, or 3 bricks rather, above each door. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I didn't say that, did I? If I did, too bad. I am for the most part anyway. I think I'm getting confused because I just recorded the exterior and I obviously said it in the exterior. So my brain's like, yep, nope, you already said it in this video too, but I didn't. It's lying. Cannot believe the scam. Anyway, you should have this. There is one little floor adjustment we have to make. It's fairly easy. If you're looking at the front wall, you'll be just to the right of the door in between the window and the door. This row of cyan concrete. Take the light gray terracotta and just break it all the way back, and you should end in line with the corner of the bathroom here. And then you'll place a row of stripped jungle wood sideways going to the floor. There's like a line. Don't cross this line if you're not getting your hair cut or whatever. I don't know. I do make the rules, actually. But anyway, as kind of a simplicity thing, you want to place above that on the ceiling, in line with the top row bricks, a row of upside down polished blackstone slabs as well. This just splits our ceiling in half, which will make our life a bit easier. From the front extending backward to the right of this row, you should be off this smooth course block going back. You want to place 3 upside down polished blackstone slabs, ochre froglight, 3 upside down slabs, ochre froglight, 3 upside down slabs, ochre froglight, and you should end with 4 upside down slabs. To the right of that, you'll just have 2 full rows of upside down slabs. Yeah. Dying. Not actually. Be pretty interesting mid-recording, I feel like, if that happened. Anyway, from the back left-hand corner of this main room, you want to place a singular upside-down polished blackstone slab here. Extending forward, you leave a gap of 1 and place 4 upside-down slabs. Gap of 1, 4 upside-down slabs. Gap of 1, 4 upside-down slabs. Gap of 1, 4 upside-down slabs. It's not centered for a reason, I swear. How do I explain this? In each of those gaps, a block above the ceiling, you're going to place polished blackstone bricks, just for a little bit of a texture change. Like so. Right of each of those polished blackstone bricks, you'll place an ochre froglight, and then another polished blackstone brick. Whoopsies, I actually need one there anyway, that's great. Off both the front and back of the ochre froglight, you'll place more polished blackstone bricks, which will kind of give you a plus shape if somebody hollowed out a hole in it and it started glowing. And oddly specific. And then anyway, the rest of the ceiling of this room can be filled in with upside down polished blackstone slabs. I'm like so oddly specific sometimes with my comparisons, or like my explanations for things like that. I've mentioned it before, but sometimes I just say the most random things. Like, whatever I'm seeing or thinking, I just say. And usually it's something completely out of pocket like that isn't quite borderline, but it's like, where the hell is that coming from? What segment of my brain is like, yep, nope, that's what I'm looking at. Anyway, you should have this. Don't forget to fill in this little row at 2 as well, at the front left. We will actually use that for something, but not yet. We'll start with the bathrooms lighting. Head into the birch door and just fill in the entire thing in line with the, I believe, top row brick, right? Actually, no, yeah, it is the top row brick, never mind. Upside down polished blackstone slabs in the direct center will be the ochre froglight, which should be 2 off the front and back and 1 off the left and right. The back room or employee break room or whatever you want to call it is a little bit weird. So if you head inside and look at it from above, and essentially you have this kind of weird shape. It almost looks like a baby in like a like burrito blanket or something. I don't know, or like, you know, wrapped up in a blanket. Like that's the body and that's the head. I don't know. Anyway, at the right side here, you're gonna take this first row like right terracotta and going right to left, you'll place 2 upside down slabs, ochre froglight, 2 upside down slabs, ochre froglight, 2 upside down slabs, ochre froglight, and then 2 upside down slabs. And the rest of the ceiling will be upside down slabs. Don't trap yourself outside though. That, or above, I guess. That would kind of be unfortunate because this space doesn't get used. Again, there's another one of the examples though. Like, why is that what I'm seeing out of that? Anyway, whatever. That's all of the lighting done, and at this point, if you would like, and I'm actually going to for the purpose of the tutorial, you can remove your night vision and see how the lighting looks. And it's a little bit dim in the middle there, but overall it's pretty solid, and I might put it back on because I do feel like it might be nicer to watch if the holy sun is shining on me. Anyway, we will start with the mirrors and stuff. So if you clear your inventory, if you haven't already, you should, and you want to get out the following: nether brick walls, packed ice. If you want to use blue ice for a little bit of a glow, you can. I think that would be kind of cool. Dark oak stairs, just to give you more lighting. Not that it particularly matters on that wall. Smooth quartz stairs. Smooth quartz slabs. Flower pot. Mangrove button. Heavy core. And I guess polished basalt. I don't really know. So on the left wall, we're going to ignore this little gap of 2 at the front here. You want to be on the like main wall itself. And going from front to back or left to right on this bottom row of brick, you'll do the following. You'll leave a gap, nether brick wall. This will all be embedded in the wall. Packed ice, nether brick wall, gap of 2, nether brick wall, packed ice, nether brick wall, gap of 2, nether brick wall, packed ice, nether brick wall, gap of 2, nether brick wall, packed ice, nether brick wall. Extend each of those up an additional 1. Or I guess copy that row one more time. That also works. And then you'll break the row of the wall above them and replace it with just dark oak stairs facing out. And that'll be your mirror. Again, the new lighting is just like, it's throwing me off. The stairs look so off to me. Below the packed ice on the wall, you're going to place an opposite on smooth quartz stair under each of them that's just facing directly out. Off either side of it, you'll place opposite on smooth quartz stairs facing away from that stair. Which will kind of give you this going almost. And at least if you can, left and right of each of those, you'll place opposite on smooth quartz steps. Most of them will connect together, and then you'll have one sticking off the end over there, and it just will take up that whole wall pretty much. Okay, so when I say a desk segment, I mean the 5 blocks from the left slab to the right slab. Basically, like, it's the 3 stairs, and that's one side either side of it. Or just alternatively, if you're looking at the mirror, it'll be 1 brick left and 1 brick right. So from each of them, you want to, I guess, just take the brick to the left, and you're going to place a heavy core just like on the counter from it, like so. To the right of those heavy cores, you'll place a mangrove button. Then leave a gap of 1 still going right and place a flower pot. And where it repeats, there will be a gap of 1 from that flower pot to the next heavy core. And yeah, that's just like various stuff. It could be whatever. It could be brushes, hairdryer, pipe bomb. I don't really know. Probably not pipe bomb, but I mean, I guess it is technically an option. I don't know. It's your imagination, not mine. I definitely like had ideas when I placed them, but you know, that was like probably. I feel like I made this last year, actually. I feel like this was last year. Which is kind of crazy. Anyway, from the middle upside down stair or just in line with the packed ice, you're going to count right by 2 to this like right terracotta and place a polished basalt facing up. And you should have 4 of them. Clear your inventory, and we're going to do something kind of weird for this step, but you're going to have to trust the process. You want to get out dark oak trapdoors, dark oak signs, oak stairs, oak slabs, composters, oak trapdoors, torches, and is there anything else that makes sense here? I guess you can go spruce stairs and bookshelves. That works. Oh, you know what? Oh my goodness gracious, that's fine. So first off, above the spruce door here, you want to place a torch. You can then get rid of the torch and get out stone brick walls. Only the first material we needed, you know. And on top of each polished basalt, you want to place a stone brick stair. It's funny you only notice after you've already gotten everything else. And then on top of the stone brick wall, I might have just said stair, but I meant wall, you want to place a dark oak trapdoor, just whatever. The opposite side of the mirror, or the right side of this, you want to crouch and place another dark oak trapdoor off of that one, and then open it so it's up against that first one. And it'll kind of give you like it's an L shape, I guess, but it's a chair. And then if you were to be sitting in the chair or looking from either the back or the front of the chair, you can crouch place off either side of the first dark oak trapdoor or dark oak signs with nothing on them, which are the handles. Or the armrests, rather. They're not handles. And yeah, that last one is kind of close to the wall, which I just now noticed, but anyway, it's not really important. We're going to take a quick break from doing this room, and we're going to do the back room real quick, the employee room, because it has like the same stuff going on, so we might as well just get it out of the way. If you were to walk into the spruce door and just like walk backwards and then turn to the right, you want to be Not up against the middle of this little 3-block wall, but 1 block out, where you'll place a dark oak trapdoor. If you're still looking at it off the left and right, you'll crouch place dark oak signs again. And then off of the far side of it, which is closest to this wall, you'll place a dark oak trapdoor open up against it. And it'll give you that. Just like an extra chair. In case somebody breaks a chair somehow. I don't know how you do that, but I don't want to ask. Turn 180 degrees around to look at this wall, which is the 4-block one. And off of both like sides of it, you want to place upside down oak stairs at each block, just facing towards each other, which will kind of look like this. And then place upside down oak slabs in the center, like so. Still looking at this shelf, if you take the left side, you'll leave a gap of 1 extending towards you and place an upside down oak stair facing kind of towards the door. You'll then place an upside down oak stair facing towards the opposite wall, and then an upside down oak stair from there facing into the previous one. You can get rid of your dark oak trapdoors and get out dark oak stairs and just place one facing into the center upside down oak stair. Heading back into the main room, you want to head to the little, like, divot here in the front left-hand corner. And in line with each row of the wall that you can, just like from this terracotta going forward, or each of the bricks, whatever, you'll place 2 upside down oak slabs. It should give you 4 rows like so. Moving across from the front one, you'll place a composter with an oak trap door on top. I'll just place it off the glass pane, because it doesn't really matter which way it faces necessarily. Unless you want it open, then it does, but yeah. Going across the window, like across the front here, you'll leave the next 2 blocks open, which is an upside down warp stair and a plank if you're paying attention, but you can't really see that anyway. And then you'll place 3 upside down oak slabs, which will connect you into the door there. Here's a funny step. If you're looking at the bathroom door, to the right of this terracotta, both in front of and behind it, you'll place composters with oak trapdoors on top. The one will be in the bathroom, but still. And then in front of that composter here, you'll place an upside down oak stair facing forward, upside down oak slab, and then another upside down oak stair, this one facing back. Bring that whole stair slab ordeal up 3 more times. And that'll give you another shelf. Head all the way to the front right-hand corner of the build. And on this like right terracotta, you'll place a spruce stair facing left. Extend it back with a bookshelf, spruce stair facing left, bookshelf, and then another spruce stair facing left, which will look like this. Honestly, a shorter interior than I'd imagined. You can clear your inventory and get out the following. I just gotta check something. Okay, that's fine. Paintings. Flower pots, so it returns. A cherry sapling, or really whatever. I use cherry sapling because I use the cherry, or the pink petals on the outside. I just kind of wanted to keep it the same. But if you used a different flower, I'd use something of similar color. Like maybe if you did the wildflowers, I'd use a dandelion or blue orchid or whatever. And you also need, anyway, cauldron, tripwire hook, smooth quartz blocks, smooth quartz stairs, pale oak trapdoors, and levers, and I'm pretty sure that'll finish the build unless I'm missing something, but we'll learn that pretty quickly. So direct your attention back to the door here in this little row of 3 upside down oak slabs to the side of it. On the corner one here, between the window and the door walls, you'll place a flower pot with a cherry sapling in it. Honestly, I kind of love the way the cherry sapling looks. It's very nice. Maybe I just like the color pink, I don't know. Anyway, on the right wall, if you take this little stair bookshelf ordeal, you want to count back from it and leave a gap of 1, cauldron, gap of 1, cauldron, gap of 1, cauldron, each with a tripwire hook above them, and then above that you'll have a 1x1 painting, which I'm going to make just like a diagonal of blocks so I can just place the paintings easier. And it is preferred if all the paintings in this room are different, because you should have enough different types of paintings. Yeah, there's 3 1x2s and then there's 5 1x1s, so. If you want to add like a slab or something here as well, can I get rid of anything? I can get rid of the flower pot. Like maybe do like like this or something, like a dark oak slab off of it with a dark oak sign off the sides, or off. I guess you can't really do both sides. Yeah, just maybe even that to add like something. It's up to you though. Anyway, right of these paintings, or I guess alternatively, you can take either of the two bookshelves and leave a gap of one extending up, and place a 1x2 above either. Again, preferred if they're different. So far I've gotten 4 of the 5 same paintings, but they're not, I don't think any of them are in the same spot. No, literally none of them are in the same spot. Brilliant. Over the birch door here for the bathroom, you want to count left by 1 and place another 1x2 here. This one will be in the same spot. I want the Mario one. I'm never going to get the Mario one again in my life. Oh my god, I just got that one like 6 times straight. What? 3, 4, okay. 2, 3, there we go. That's a struggle. Where you have the torch over the spruce door, you might have to remove it for this, but left of it you want to place a 1x1 painting. I've got a feeling it's going to try to place behind that. Oh no, it actually didn't. You'll then leave a gap of 1 extending left and place another 1x1 painting, and again, I do want to make sure that it's different. Which that won't be. No. 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 Yes. Cool. As for the bathroom, that's the last thing we have to do. If you head inside and look at the left wall you want to take, I want to say it's the middle, right? Or is it one back? No, it is one back. You'll place a cauldron with a lever above it powered on. You could also use a tripwire hook, but it doesn't really matter either way. I kind of switch between them. Usually I'll use levers, but every once in a while a tripwire hook will get thrown in a previous room, literally. Back center of the wall, or back center of the room here off this, you're placing a smooth quartz block. Extend it towards you with an upside down smooth quartz stair. Extend that stair up with a pale oak trapdoor. Extend that trapdoor to the wall with a smooth quartz block, and then place a lever off the side of that. And now, once you have done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Refresh Series Barbershop entirely complete. It's another nice one. I wouldn't even probably say it is my favorite, but I do like it, and I think it has some nice, you know, it's very cool that it can mix with the other one, rather. So yeah, laundromat will be next, I think. And then, again, I'll talk about the connection and stuff there. It should be pretty cool. And yeah, thank you guys if you guys did enjoy this video anyway. And have a fantastic rest of your day or night. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.